Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Virginia Cavaliers taking on the 13th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
A first down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's caught. Touchdown, Canes! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a move. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Got room at the 35. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down, 10 yards to go. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Yeah, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Give to the back. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Now on first down from the 28. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys. You never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up 14 over Auburn. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of hands.
On second down, just keeps firing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback in.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. He'll do it himself. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami!
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs into 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much more.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Smashes through. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The give to the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. A see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Blunt. Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32. 1st and 10 coming up. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Canes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Troy overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Trojans tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done.
Got his man.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks. Snags it down the right side. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking to move it through the air. The quick out. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same.
And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They didn't sniff the red zone in the first half, but finally inside the 20. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Gets it out quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Canes get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes a connection. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
38, Virginia 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. 1st down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Grabbed behind the line. It's Blunt. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Canes decide to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off play action.
Went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on third down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover.
At the 20.
3. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Looking to throw on second down. He makes the connection. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's looking to throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. The Hurricanes will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. The give to the tailback. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, picked off.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Line getting set on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't connect on his first throw. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.